Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome to another random match here on WWE 2K16. Now, this one has been suggested by Tony Wilson a couple of weeks back now, and he suggested Shawn Micheals versus Shinsuke Nakamura, which I absolutely love. I love the sound of that one, so we're going to go for that on this one. I will just quickly say that if you have suggested any random matches with created wrestlers in, they might take a little bit longer at the moment, because I've had to completely wipe all of my save files and start from scratch because it was just crashing far too much, and it also got completely jammed up with all the logos as well, and it just takes so long to delete logos. So I decided the best thing to do was just to completely delete everything, the save file, and just completely start from scratch. So at the moment I'm taking a little bit longer to get everyone downloaded that I need to get downloaded, especially when we're starting our new universe mode up as well over this weekend. But they will get done pretty soon, so not to worry. I've got a few on here that have some loads, such as Ricochet, Matt Sydal, the Young Bucks, Okada, Tanahashi, Ibushi. So we'll get them done at some point. But at the moment, I'm just sheerly downloading the people we need for the universe mode to get us going. And yeah, we'll get them recorded as soon as we possibly can. But this is going to be a really good match, actually, I think. Shawn Micheals with his power of the sweet chin music, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, who arguably, well, he's already had the match of the year in the WWE. And potentially the match of the year in New Japan against AJ Styles at Wrestle Kingdom in January. And let's see what he can do here against Shawn Micheals. I think the best random match I've ever seen on this game, and it's really annoying because I didn't record it. Basically, I downloaded Nakamura, and I downloaded Elias Sampson to do the random matches for NXT Takeover. And I just decided to put them both in a match together just to check their entrances were okay and their movesets, and there was no really dodgy things about them. So I was sat here and I was editing a video on my laptop. I put these two to come on, and the match was absolutely incredible between Elias Sampson and Shinsuke. I had no idea what happened, how it happened, why it happened, but the match it was fantastic. And I'm hoping we're going to get another one in right now. So far, Nakamura has not disappointed us whatsoever. And I will say that Nakamura is going to be part of our brand new universe mode. And he has had his first match in that universe mode, and it was a fantastic match. And you should definitely watch it. I'm not going to say where it is yet because we haven't uploaded the draft episode yet. So, yeah, you'll have to wait and see where he gets drafted to. But yeah, it was a really good match, and it was for a championship as well. So, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, definitely worth a watch. Like I said, we are going to get that new universe mode started up this weekend, hopefully. I've already got the first week recorded. It's just a case of getting them all edited and uploaded for you as well, because at the moment, it's just taken so long to get videos onto YouTube. I'm quite far ahead with everything else. I've got about 2.5 weeks worth of Foot Manager already uploaded. I've got 2.5 weeks worth of the new game RimWorld already uploaded. And it's just this I need to catch up on now and get all these going and get them uploaded for you guys, of course. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. This is going to be very much about the kicks, I think, or more particularly in Nakamura's case, the knees, I would imagine. But Shawn Micheals has got to use his kick. He's got to create a little bit of space, because if he gets close to Nakamura, that's when he can hit you with something. Hit you something very, very stiff that can take you, well, just completely knock you out, really. Good kick there by Nakamura, just dropping his boot across the shoulder there of Shawn Micheals. And Nakamura with the spinning heel kick, that's the word I'm looking for. So Nakamura having a pretty good start to this match here against Shawn Micheals. Well, Micheals comes back with that punch. The one problem I have with Nakamura is that AI-wise, it doesn't like using his finisher maneuver. I think that's one of the reasons why the matches are pretty good, because they tend to go quite long because Nakamura struggles to use his finisher. Because it's the way, I don't know what it is, the game just doesn't, it seems to struggle a bit because he's got to go into a corner and press the finisher button, I think it is. But we'll see how it gets on in this one. I'm just in a completely unrelated subject. We are also looking this weekend, hopefully. It might be a little bit later than this weekend because I want to get the universe mode up and running. But we are going to look at doing a bit of my career mode at some point. I've not tried it at all as of yet, and I really want to give it a go. And I've got an idea for something that I've not seen anyone else do yet. I might be completely wrong. I don't watch a lot of other YouTubers, but all the ones that I do watch, that no one else has done what I've got planned. So it's an interesting thing, but yeah, it's definitely worth a watch if you are interested. Now, like I said, I've not tried the My Career mode at all, so I really want to give it a go and to see how good it is. I have heard a few places that it can get quite repetitive, but I'm hoping it's not going to be too much. Shawn Michaels now in firm control of this match, throwing Nakamura back to the head first into the mat, and now a kick to the back brings him back up to his feet. But Nakamura, there's the first knee, big knee to the face, and it'd be interesting to see how long Nakamura does stay down in NXT for. I can't imagine it would be too long, because why would you... I'm not going to say the word waste, but why would you have a talent like that on a show that you can only watch via the network? I think to get the full effect out of NXT, to get the full effect out of Nakamura, you've got to get him on the television, because he's going to sell you a lot of merchandise. And if he's on the likes of Raw and SmackDown, that merchandise money is going to be absolutely flooded in. So that's the reason that I think he's not going to be down at NXT for too long. I should imagine the main reason he's NXT is just to teach him like position of hard cameras and how the WWE like to do things. When you're in a pin, when you're doing a pin, we want you to face this direction, because you'll notice that whenever people pin, 9 times out of 10 they'll pin with their face pointing towards basically the camera we're looking from now. So I think that's some sort of thing they might be teaching him, and I'll probably just strengthening his English is not too bad actually, but probably strengthening that up a little bit so he can cut the odd promo, or at least react to some of the interviews at least. Shawn had Nakamura's leg down. There's a dragon screw on Nakamura. Painful. Michaels bringing Nakamura back up to get Nakamura with a boot to the stomach though, now into the front chancery. And a good move there, working on the arm. Now that's clever, that's something the game doesn't normally do, is working on the arm. And that's a good thing to do, because Nakamura does have the Fujinami? The Fujinami armbar as his signature maneuver. Now we know that the game is not fantastic for allowing people to win by submission, but if you can do damage to the arm like that, then it gives you a much better chance. And there is the armbar on the same arm he just dropped his body weight on. So that's going to be a little bit more of an advantage for him maybe. Drop kick there by Nakamura. And a boot to the back as well on Shawn Michaels. See, it's almost like he's trying to get in that corner to do the finisher, then he just doesn't. He just seems to back out of it. That's what he did there. He moved into that corner and then sort of backed out of it. But now he does have Shawn Michaels in a front chance, who once again pushes him away, picks him up, and there's a nice backbreaker gutbuster combination, but right on the side rather than anything else. And now again just slamming the arm into the mat. The other arm this time though. Bringing Michaels back up to his feet and took him up, potentially looking for a slam, but Michael stood out the back, and there's the neck breaker. And a big boot to the gut of Nakamura, now bringing Nakamura back up to his feet. And a Saito suplex, and Michael's now taking some control of this match. I'll tell you right in the match we haven't done yet, and I'm not sure if someone has mentioned it. It hasn't been recent if they have, but Shawn Michaels versus Dolph Ziggler is what... Oh! Out of nowhere, Shawn Michaels with a sweet chin music launching Nakamura up into the air, and that's a rope break. Very, very poor ring position there by Shawn Michaels. How on earth? He didn't see that one coming in. There we go. Nakamura out of nowhere, that running knee strike, and he might have sold this one. 1, 2. Oh, Michaels kicks out. That's Nakamura's second finisher. The first finisher is, of course, his Bomaye, or is it the Kinshasa now they call it? The Kinshasa knee. That's his first finish. That's his first finish, yeah. And his second one is literally just a running knee strike. The one he just hit right there. Nakamura now bringing Shawn Michaels back up to his feet. It looks like he's going to go for the combination, but Shawn Michaels blocks it. I don't know what's happened since I've obviously deleted it and restarted it all. There's been, I've not really been able to get the weightings the same as they were before, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but there's a few more reversals on the go at the moment. Not as many, not too many, because last year's 2K15 reversals were absolutely terrible. There was just too many of them. This year doesn't look as bad because everyone's got a limit in reversals. It works a lot better, I think. It makes the match flow a lot better. Shawn Michaels now looking for a sharp shooter. Obviously, he did a lot of work in the mid-90s in the WWE alongside Bret Hart, and sort of going back to that there with that sharp shooter. Now bringing Nakamura back into the ring. That's a clever idea as well, because hitting a sharp shooter like that is going to weaken Nakamura's legs, which is going to make it more difficult for him to hit some of his strikes. Of course, he goes very much for them strikes. Oh, and again, out of nowhere, Shawn Michaels catches Nakamura with a sweet chin music, and surely that's going to be all. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Shawn Michaels picks up the victory with that second sweet chin music out of nowhere to Nakamura. And game, set, match. Shawn Michaels comes out victorious. Yeah, so like I was saying, I would imagine that that Nakamura will be up on the main roster pretty soon. There's no reason why not, really, is there? Because if you think about it, like I said earlier, logically, there's so much merchandise potential involved in Nakamura, and by all accounts, he's on a lot more money than what the majority of the people at NXT are, because he's an established star. So there's no reason why he wouldn't be on a lot more money. So it just seems like a little bit of a waste to have him on a show where you're limited to who can watch you. But for the moment, of course, only people with a network can watch, whereas people with Raw and SmackDown, they can watch any show, basically, can't they, really? They can be watched on telly, they can be watched on the network as well. They've got that Hulu, whatever it is in America, where you can watch it on demand. So it just seems illogical to have him down there for too long. I can see some people are sort of saying that he's going to be down there until maybe SummerSlam, maybe after SummerSlam and move up, but who knows, I suppose. Give him one good run in NXT and headline NXT TakeOver, and then, yeah, who knows. But anyway, guys, that is the end of this match. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, it was suggested by Tony Wilson, so if anyone else has any other suggestions as well, then drop them in the comment section below. If you are new around here, be sure to subscribe, because we are doing quite a lot of these random matches. Trying to do one every other day, at least, if I can. And, of course, we are going to be kicking off with a new Universe mode coming up this weekend, and hopefully a bit of my career mode as well. I've been Chevy Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon for another random match.